Hello, Patchwork Husband here. Welcome to Studio 39 in Baldock in Hertfordshire. I'm in the workroom today. I've got PH Cam all ready to go. I've checked that there's no hair in the gate. It's fully wound, it's fully charged, it's running smoothly. If only we could say the same for the Patchwork Husband. I thought today we'd have a look at a couple of new fabric ranges. Yay! So without further ado, the first one is something called Forest. Forest, as the name suggests, features the flora and fauna that you might find in a forest. So we've got these two medium-sized scatter, one with a teal background, one with a grey background. We've got squirrels, rabbits again, deer, hedgehog, owls. It's charming. Here we've got a small scatter or a ditzy pattern. Toadstools, leaves, acorns, all sorts of lovely foresty things. And here we've got a directional pattern of forest scenes. So we've got foxes, rabbits, squirrels, owls in trees, other sorts of birds in trees. Is that a partridge in a pear tree? We've got two more directional patterns here. We've got some lovely autumnal trees. And I love this one, Mr. Fox in a variety of foxy poses. The range comes with two contrasting fabrics called Storm. We've got a tealy one, a mustard one. But because this range is from Macau, the world is your oyster when it comes to coordinating fabrics. We've pulled a few out for fun. How about some spectrums? There we go. Got some spray times here. They all go. How about these linear textures? They all go. So that was Forest, introduced by Patchwork's answer to Forrest Gump. If you can stand it, we'll go on and have a look at Grove, which is this range here. So we've got rabbits. They're either leaping or sitting. We've got one on a white background, and we've got one on a grey background. And we've got chickens, and we've got various leaves. I think those are probably ears of corn. And the same thing, grey on grey. There's a rustic scene. We've got rabbits, foxes, hens, all sorts of trees and crops and buildings and so on. And over here we've got swallows, my favourite bird. The last two fabrics I'd like to show you from this range are quite interesting. We've got this border fabric called a double border. If I show it up, you hold it up so you can see. There's a border. Turn it around, the other side of the fold we've got the same border, so hence the double border. I think this was intended to be used as the border for a quilt, but you could use it for all sorts of things. One of the things that has been suggested is to make a child's A-line dress from it. This pattern has been recommended as suitable. I will be putting a link on the website for where you can buy it. The Patchwork Husband is careful, some say mean. If it were me, I'd probably buy some tracing paper. This is the one that we sell, and then trace the pattern rather than cutting the original. And that means that in a couple of years, when the child is a bit bigger, you can use the same pattern but a bigger size to make another dress, and so on. The other fabric is this panel, which I've got on the wall behind me with the 8 roundels. This is terribly useful. All sorts of things you can make with this. For example, you could make a wall hanging by quilting it as it is. You can make a tote bag if you were to cut it in half and have 4 roundels on each side. You could make 8 placemats. It's almost a ready-made lap quilt if you were to add some borders to it. So a very, very useful panel. If you want to download any of these patterns, then first of all go to the homepage of our website, www.studio39.biz. Click on the designers link, then on Macau, and scroll down through the different Macau ranges we've got on there until you find Grove, and click on that. So all the fabrics are below, but we've got a link for the bag pattern, and that will open the pattern. And we've also got a link so that you can buy the child's dress pattern, and that will open in Jaycott's website, where you can buy that pattern if you want to. And the other range, again, click on Designers, Macawa, and scroll down until you find Forest. And there you'll find a link for the Forest bag patterns. Monica's actually made up one of these Grove double border child's A-line dresses. It's for her niece's Swedish daughter. Looks nice, doesn't it? It's not quite finished, still needs a zip, a bit of hemming. It's going to look really nice. I hope you found this video interesting. Patchwork Husband over and out.